why we don't believe in the sales agency model. Okay, so sales agencies typically are going to carry a lot of costs, and you're going to pay for that cost. They don't pay for that cost. You foot the bill for it, right? So typically arrangements with sales agencies will add an additional 10% to what your total payout in terms of your sales team is. So, when you could pay out 15, you'll likely be paying 25% when you're working with a sales agency. Now, we are not just salespeople. Like, when it comes to scaling businesses, we're obsessed with every part of the business. I want to know the systems. I want to know the accounting. I want to know the delivery. I want to know the advertising, the marketing, and how it all relates, right? And if you know that, and you do what's called cash flow engineering. So you look at your accounting, you understand your contribution margin, you understand where your money's flowing, then you realize that paying 25% just doesn't make sense, especially because as we start to scale, you're going to go into the process of scaling your advertising. What happens when you scale your advertising is it works like this. Let me show you really fast on the whiteboard. So your market looks like this. It's 3 concentric circles, if you can see. And then, so each circle is a different level of awareness or a different level of desire in your market. So you have this here. So you have hot, warm, and cold, right? Now, the holy grail of all advertising and scaling businesses is being able to convert cold prospects into paying clients. If you could do that, then you can consistently scale businesses like crazy. But initially, when you're running advertising, you're going to be somewhere in the hot to warm range. As you start to increase your spend, you go further out into the circle. So let's say right now you're in the middle here. When you scale your spend, you're going to go from that hot to the edge of the warm. And when you do that, guess what that means? Rising ad costs. That means that your cost per lead is going to go up. It means your cost per acquisition is going to go up. It means in all, your advertising is going to be less efficient because you're talking to people that are further in the sales cycle. Your sales velocity will start to lengthen. So it's going to take longer to convert someone from interest to deal. And that is why, as you start to scale, you're going to notice that your advertising cost goes up. Well, if you're overpaying on your sales, and then initially when you're bringing in new sales reps as well, they're not going to perform as well as they will in 90 days. So if you're adding sales bodies, you're scaling your ads, you're in what's like a medieval torture device that's pulling you in 2 directions at once, because your actual cost per acquisition on marketing is going up and your conversion rates on sales go down for a little bit. And if you're paying out 25% while you're doing all that, the odds of you being cash flow positive are pretty slim. Like most people that pay 25% commission, 30% commission in terms of like running a sales agency, in those initial months, they might even be going negative. And we don't want to put you in that position. That's why we don't believe in the sales agency model. Also, we don't believe in delegating sales. Like what I mean by that is outsourcing it. Sales should be an internal function in your business. It's in fact, generating clients and customers is the most important part of your business. So you should keep your marketing and your sales in-house. You can delegate it, you as a business owner, to a team member, but do not take your sales function and then give it to someone who doesn't care about your business as much as you do, right? Keep it in-house. And that's why we typically like to grow in-house sales teams, and it helps us keep the costs lower so that the whole business can operate a heck of a lot more efficient. So that's why we don't believe in the agency model. If you want to learn more about what we do and what the ATM system looks like, how we find 7-figure sales reps, put them on the phones inside of 7 days, go to coachingsales.com/YouTube. Again, coachingsales.com/YouTube. You'll find a free case study there. It will walk you through some examples of teams that we've helped build, what this looks like in practice, what the ATM system is in general, so you can get the concepts. And if there's more questions or you have anything that you're wondering at all, feel free to reach out. We're happy to have a conversation with you. As well, you can just take some time and keep exploring our YouTube. We got tons of content here for you, especially if you're trying to build a sales team. This is the place to be. So thank you. My name is Mike Mark. Again, go to coachingsales.com/YouTube or just check out our videos. We're happy to connect.